Hey guys, it's Sky Horse Racing Daily, and today's video is going to be on the three horses I like in the 2022 Curlin Stakes this Friday at Saratoga. And this field kind of drew a lot of horses that you might recognize. Creative Minister being number one is, he ran in the Preakness, ran in the Belmont, and had that really impressive allowance win on the Kentucky Derby undercard. He had Golden Glider, who's ran in various races along the Derby Trail. AP Secret also recognized. Gilded Age ran in the Holy Bull. And then Western River ran in the Peter Pan about a month or so ago. So there's a lot of names that you'll recognize from here. And it drew a very good field for a stakes race where the conditions is, not a winner of a stakes race at a mile or over. And this is where we're going to get to the three contenders that I like. And number one is going to be Western River. And Western River may get scratched tomorrow. I don't know because he's pointed to the Jim Danny and he's pointed to the Curlin. From a training standpoint, it makes more sense to run this horse in the Curlin. It's just an easier field. And I still think he's got a lot to prove if he wants to go up against the likes of Epicenter, Early Voting, and Zandon. But if you go back to this horse's last three races, they've actually been pretty good. It took him a few tries to finally get it going. And in the Peter Pan, that race flow was just not for him at all. He ran the widest around the track. It was a race where he wanted to be up front. It was a sloppy track. We the people drew off and won that by 10 lengths. And then, in the Belmont, we the people didn't have such a good effort there. But for Western River, that was a very good effort given that the track was playing against him. And he ran the widest around for all that. And then they put him at a mile and a half race at Churchill in an allowance. And this horse, he did what Tappets do in a mile and a half. They just win. That's probably one of the best angle bets I think of the last few years is bet a Tappet going a mile and a half. And now they're going to shorten this horse back up to a mile and an eighth. And if he stays in this field, I really like his chance. I think this horse is, improving his form, leaps and bounds over the last few races. But if they put him in the Jim Danny, that kind of makes my pick here, null and void. But that's going to get us into the second horse I like, and that's going to be Artorias. And Artorias is going to have to step up and prove a lot in this race, as he only is a maiden winner, and the horse he beat, Gasoline, hasn't really came back to be very impressive. So so Gasoline actually ran one more race after this and got third or fourth, and so he is going to have to step up and improve. But if you go to like some of the previous results, you got Highest Honors who won last year, or not last year, but a couple years ago for Chad Brown, and then you got Connect and Giftbox who ran 1-2 in that race. So between that, Chad Brown certainly knows how to target this race and win. So from that angle, you really can't count the horse out. And let's bring to my third horse. That's going to be Creative Minister. And Creative Minister, really came on stronger after that allowance went on the Kentucky Derby undercard. And then he got to the Preakness and the Belmont where the fields got a little bit deeper. And he still ran solid, but he just kind of showed he wasn't quite ready for the top notch competition. But this will be a big step back in class for him. And if he runs back to this allowance effort, like he should win this race hands down, as that was a very good effort. And if I had to pick just one winner, even though it's going to be short odds, I would say this should be Creative Minister's, race to loses. I think with this easier field that he can get back to it. But that's it, guys. That's the three horses I like in the Curlin Stakes tomorrow. And thanks for watching.